Hello everyone, welcome to FameWord Educational Hub. I am Aishwarya Saxena and in this video I am going to discuss 10 additional Java interview questions with their detailed answers and explanations. I have already updated one video, first part of this series on this channel. This is the part 2. I hope you have already watched the part 1. There are going to be multiple parts of this interview preparation series, so stay tuned. Question number 11. What is the difference between an abstract class and an interface? Abstract class can have abstract and concrete methods, supports fields, non-static and static, use extends for inheritance, allows constructors, whereas interface contain abstract methods. Java 8 Plus also supports default and static method. Fields are public, static, and final by default and use implements for inheritance. Understanding when to use abstract classes versus interface is critical for designing extensible codes. Question number 12. What is the difference between overloading and overwriting? Method overloading. Same method name, different parameter list. Resolved at compile time. It is static binding. Method overriding. Subclass refines a parent class's method with the same signature, resolved at runtime. Dynamic binding. Demonstrates your understanding of polymorphism and code reusability. Question number 13. What is the transient keyword in Java? Marks a variable as non-serializable. During serialization, transient variables are not included in the serialized objects. Example is as follows. This tests your knowledge of serialization and data handling in Java. Question number 14. Explain the Java memory model and its division. Java memory is divided into heap, stack, method area, PC register, native method stack. When we talk about heap, it stores objects and JRE classes. Stack stores methods, call frames, and local variables. Memory area stores classes, metadata. PC register track current instructions. Native method stack used for native method execution. Understanding the memory model is crucial for debugging and optimizing applications. What are the different types of inner classes in Java? Static, nested class, non-static inner class, local inner class, anonymous inner class. When we talk about the static nested class, it is declared with static. Non-static inner class associated with an outer class instance. Local inner class defined with a method. Anonymous inner class has no name and is used for short-term usage. Knowing inner classes help in structuring classes and minimizing code dependencies. Question number 16. What is the difference between hash map and hashable? Hash map and hash tables. Answer. Hash map. Not synchronized, not thread safe. Allows one null key and multiple null values. Hash table. Synchronized, that is thread safe, doesn't allow null keys or values. This showcases your understanding of collections and concurrent programming. Question number 17. What are functional interfaces in Java? Functional interfaces have exactly one abstract method. They are used for lambda expression. Example, runnable, callable, comparator. Introduced in Java 8, functional interfaces are foundation for functional programming. Question number 18. How does Java handle multiple inheritance? Java doesn't support multiple inheritance with classes to avoid diamond problem. However, it allows multiple inheritance through interfaces or default methods. When we talk about interfaces, a class can implement multiple inheritance. Default methods in the case of conflicts that class must override the method. This highlights your understanding of Java's design philosophy. Question number 19. What is the difference among wait, sleep, and join methods? Wait method temporarily releases the lock, allowing other threads to execute. Sleep method pauses the thread for a specific duration but doesn't release the lock. Join method waits for the thread to complete execution. This tests your concurrency knowledge, a vital part of Java programming. Question number 20. What is the purpose of the volatile keyword? Ensures visibility of changes to variables across thread. Prevents threads from catching variables, forcing them to read from main memory. Example is as follows. This is crucial for ensuring data consistency in concurrent programming. These additional questions cover more advanced topics in Java, emphasizing practical usage, memory management, concurrency, and new features introduced in modern Java versions. I hope you have enjoyed this video, you have learned something new, and these questions are really very important for the interview purpose and also for the Viva. So I hope you have learned something new. Put your queries in the comment section below and keep watching the videos coming in this series. Stay tuned. Do not forget to subscribe, press the notification bell, and see you in the next video.